Welcome back to Fast Money. Bitcoin booming and crossing the $16,000 mark for the very first time since early 2018 today. It's not just traders getting bullish on digital currencies. ECB President Christine Lagarde also saying that the EU should be prepared for a digital euro. For more on what all this means for the cryptocurrency space, let's bring in our resident Bitcoin baller, BK, who joins us on the phone. Beeks, good to talk to you.
Yeah, good to be here, especially on a day with Bitcoin above 16,000.
Yeah, what do you think it is? And we've had notable investors come out recently endorsing a Bitcoin, whether it be Bill Miller or Stan Druckenmiller, you name it. The Christine Lagarde remarks are interesting. I would think it was either validation of Bitcoin or it would be competition for Bitcoin.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, certainly having, high-profile investors come out and say that they own it takes a lot of the career risk away from investors, professional investors who want to put it in their portfolio. And that's what we're starting to see. Some of the buyers coming in are institutional investors. In terms of the digital euro or digital yuan or digital dollar, it's actually not competition for Bitcoin because Bitcoin's core value proposition is that it has a fixed supply. I can't imagine the ECB issuing a digital currency that is going to have a fixed supply. In fact, I would think it would make it a lot easier for them to digitally print more money. So I actually think it's those are more of a risk for fiat currency holders, and it highlights why Bitcoin is a digital gold-like product.
Can you venture to forecast how high this thing can go by year end?
Yeah, so forecasting the future is very hard, believe it or not. But here's what I will say about it is that, Bitcoin's been above 16,000, I think, 12 days in its entire history. I suspect there probably are some people that bought in late 2017, 2018 that have had a long 3 years are going to want to get out of it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback. But in the longer run, my view on this is the market total value of all the Bitcoin in existence is $300 billion. The total value of all the gold in existence is $10 trillion. If Bitcoin is actually going to disrupt some of the gold market, $300 billion total valuation is the wrong number. And you can see that there's a lot of scope for upside. And then add into that, if you look back at the halvenings, which we talked about in the spring, where most of the gains come are the year after the halvening. And we're 7 months into that year after the halvening. And, Bitcoin's doing what it should do.
So there could be 5 more months here of a pretty good upside. BK, thanks for calling in. We always like talking to you, our resident Bitcoin expert.
I always like talking.
I think he hung up the phone and he's still talking. He's still talking out there. Karen, you have a little bit of Bitcoin. What do you think is driving this? I mean, Stan Druckenmiller, all these big name investors saying, yeah, I'm in Bitcoin now.
Right. So that Paul Tudor Jones, Stan Druckenmiller, Bill Miller. I think a couple of other things. Obviously, the PayPal news, Square, right, having Bitcoin. So that's interesting to me. Even J.P. Morgan now has a crypto desk and a crypto product. I believe they're working on, or actually maybe even in use. So remember, love Jamie Dimon, but at one point he did say it was a fraud. I don't agree with that. So I'm still long. Who knows where it goes? Obviously, it's extremely volatile, but I am in it for the long term because I believe the theory, and I think we're going to be printing more money one way or another.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.